Hello students, welcome to MJC Learning. Today we'll be continuing with our chapter Consumer Protection in a subject Organization of Commerce and Management. Let's begin. Students, in our earlier sessions we had studied about the various rights of consumers. Today we'll be studying about the responsibilities of consumers. A responsible consumer is the one who takes active part in consumer protection. While exercising his rights, a consumer is expected to shoulder the responsibilities and take an active part in consumer protection. The responsibilities of consumer are: number 1, the consumer should use his rights. Consumers should be aware of his various rights. He should use these rights while buying goods and services. The next responsibility of consumer is cautious consumer. It is the duty of the consumer to be alert and ask questions of the quality of the goods and services he wishes to buy and use. Consumer should look, listen and ask questions. He should assess the value for money, people and environment. The next responsibility which we come across is filing of complaint. It is the responsibility of a consumer to file a complaint about the goods and services and approach the concerned officers. Ignorance of this responsibility increases the unfair and unethical business practices. The next responsibility of the consumer is for being of quality conscious. The consumer should never compromise on the quality of the product at the cost of low price. He should always favor good quality products and never buy the inferior stuff. The symbols like Agmark, ISI, BIS, Hallmark are all indicative of the good quality of goods. The next responsibility of an alert consumer is beware from exaggerate advertisements. Advertisements provide information of the product to the consumers. Sometimes the seller may exaggerate the features or quality of the product in the advertisements. It is the responsibility of the consumer to find out the truth of such advertisements and act wisely. The next responsibility which we need to learn is demand for invoice and guarantee warranty card. A good consumer always insists for an invoice of the product purchased. He should check all the details regarding guarantees and warranties in the card at the time of purchasing the product. These documents helps him to claim compensation and settle all kinds of disputes with the seller if the goods purchased are of inferior quality. The next responsibility of the consumer is pre-planned buying. The consumer should never be in a hurry to buy the product. He should always plan in advance and inquire about the past performance of the seller and the product to be purchased. He should make a proper estimate of the goods to be bought along with the quantity required. The next responsibility and the last one of a consumer is organized efforts. A consumer should shoulder the responsibility to promote and protect the interest of consumers. One should organize consumers and make them work together for the welfare of all consumers at large. They should work for and support the consumer protection associations for consumer welfare. So students, now we'll continue with the ways and means of consumer protection. Even though we have Consumer Protection Act and many other legislation passed by the government to protect the interest of consumers exploitation is not over. As a matter of fact, the prevailing judiciary system is not sufficient enough to protect the consumers. Therefore, there are many other ways and means which are adopted for consumer protection. They are as follows. Number 1. Lok Adalat. Lok Adalat is one of the ways to resolve consumers' problems. It can also be referred to as People's Court. It is established by the government to settle disputes by compromise of the cases pending in the regular courts. No fees is charged. Resolutions of Lok Adalat gets statutory recognition. The aggrieved party can directly approach the Lok Adalat wherein the issues are discussed on the spot and the decisions are taken immediately. Some organizations hold Lok Adalat regularly. Examples: the railways, electricity board, telephone exchanges, insurance companies in public sector. The next means of consumer protection is public interest litigation or the Jan Hit Yachika. Under this scheme, any person can approach the court of law in the interest of the public. It does not involve any individual interest. It aims to provide legal remedy to the unrepresented groups of the society, a consumer being one among them. It is filed in the High Court as well as Supreme Court directly in some cases. The next which we come across is the redressal forums. Under the Consumer Protection Act of 2019, a system has been set up to deal with the consumer grievances and disputes at district, state and national level. Supreme Court of India plays the role of the final court of appeal. The main objective of these forums is to protect the rights of the consumers and to offer speedy and inexpensive redressal for consumer complaints which are filed in the different forums depending on the value of goods and claim for compensation. The next means of consumer protection which we come across is the awareness programs. The Government of India has adopted various publicity measures to increase the level of consumer awareness. The government makes use of journals, brochures, posters, etc. to convey the message of consumer protection, consumer codes, etc. Several audio-video programs on consumer awareness are broadcasted on various channels and through social media. The society in general observes World Consumer Rights Day on 15th March and National Consumer Day on 24th of December every year. Next are the consumer organizations. Many consumer organizations are active in India and throughout the world. It was realized that just by talking about moral conduct or about code of fair business practices or even by making legal provisions, it is not possible to discipline all the members of the business community. Instead, it is necessary to strengthen the consumer movement throughout the country. Thus, more and more consumer organizations are helping the consumers to fight for the rights through protest, campaigning, etc. The next is Consumer Welfare Fund. Consumer Welfare Fund is created by the Department of Consumer Affairs for providing financial assistance to strengthen the voluntary consumer movement, particularly in the rural areas. This money is used in consumer education, complaint handling, guidance, counseling, etc. The next means of consumer protection is the legislative measures. Government of India has passed many acts to protect the consumers. Some of them are Sale of Goods Act of 1930, Essential Commodities Act of 1955, Standard of Weights and Measurement Acts of 1956, Bureau of Indian Standard Act 1969, Food Safety and Standards Act of 2006, National Food Security Act of 2013. However, these acts could not protect the consumers in the real sense. So, a more elaborate legislation was passed to prevent the unethical practices of the businessmen. Therefore, an exclusive act has been advocated in the form of Consumer Protection Act of 2019, which we will be learning later in another sessions. So students, that's all for the day. Keep learning. Thank you.